Sagittarius, Saggy Nation. I have timeless messages for you, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Sagittarius collective, okay? You guys know the drill. Take what resonates, leave the rest on the table. Don't make things fit, guys. Only what's showing up in your current sitch, all right? I'm just gonna get after it. My angels and guides, spirits during the pre-shuffle ritual, they're just like popping off cards right and left. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm gonna start from the very beginning. So bear with me here. We're gonna go through oracle messages and we're gonna hit tarot up, right? Um, yeah, before I do that, hold the phones, yo. I am infusing the reading with the quantum frequencies of crystals. Okay, they're infused in the video. You are benefiting from the crystals, all right? If you recognize any of these names, maybe it's a nod, a confirmation there's something in here for you if you're working with these crystals. Or it could be if you feel a resonance to like go find these crystals, go to your local metaphysical store, right? Topaz, Brazilian quartz, fluorite combo, Brazilian amethyst, and orange calcite. That topaz, man, you're coming into your personal power. I'm just gonna say, Saggy. All right, all right. All right. So starting off, now this may not be for all of you, okay? If you're not identifying with romance, stay with me because I got a lot of messages coming through, all right, baby? That's why I say take what resonates, leave the rest on the table. I lost sight of what was important in our connection and then check it out. I'm trying to become the best version of myself for you. So somebody's definitely doing the work. Whoever you're thinking about when I'm like not, reading these off, that's who this is about, right? Don't make it fit though, guys, okay? Like you're gonna be like, ooh, yeah. They're working on it for you. I feel like what the next card that came out, which is wild, Black Sheep. Maybe you identify as the black sheep. Ding. Um, maybe they are the black sheep. Maybe you both are, right? I feel like I'm hearing reforming, reforming, refining, refining. They look at you like I don't think the sexual energy was a problem between you guys. I don't think that's ever been a problem. I can't tell if you're together or not. I feel like you're separated right now. But man, they still have a lot of passion for you. Very, very interesting. This is what I thought was really interesting too. Angels have a message for you to be assertive. I feel like this is more of a confirmation that you have been. My messages, I'm not here to tell you what to do. My messages are encoded to bring in confirmation of what you already know, clarification, and direction. Okay? Free will, you have the choice. You know what I mean? See the mask that she's wearing? I feel like you are no longer wearing the masks to have people stay around. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I feel like you are you. You're letting yourself really truly be seen. Look at this bright light coming out of this angel's heart and the rainbow. It's like this there's lighter days ahead. I feel like there's been a lot of dark period. I feel like you've done a lot of work and you're really letting yourself be seen exactly for who you are. And you have been assertive. You've expressed what your needs are. These are my needs. These are my boundaries. These are my requirements. This is who I am. Take it or leave it, pal. Or take it or leave it. Whoever this is, whoever you're, exhibiting your boundaries with, right? It's like whether that's like a romantic sitch or friendships, family, professional, whatever. It's like you're no longer walking around on eggshells is what I'm picking up on, Sagittarius, and I love that. Here's another confirmation. Abundance. Conscious consumer. Your angels are and guides are high-fiving you right now. Ting. They see that you're really making choices from the heart. You're trying your best to purchase products that are organic, that don't hurt the earth, right? You're only taking what you need. You're not like hoarding. You're not like greedy. You know what I mean? I feel like you've really done a lot of work. Like I said, you've shed a lot of ego. And I don't mean ego that's healthy. I mean the ego that's just like more, me, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So this is definitely a nod from your angels that you are making a lot better choices in terms of how you're spending your money, and doing it in a really responsible, ethical way. So kudos to you, baby. I love it. The last bit of the oracle messages, guys. shift. Look at that. Maybe some of you work with runes. 9, you could have been born on the 9th. This is giving me Virgo energy, Hermit energy. You, like I said, the Hermit is about gaining and acquiring wisdom from experiences, experiential moments in our lives, right? So I feel like you've definitely recently come into some type of, or you're coming into a really big shift. It doesn't surprise me though, because, a nod to Virgo, we're in Virgo season. This is timeless, but I'm working with Virgo energies. And guess what? We're in eclipse season. And I think that that's a very poignant fact because we are heading towards a Pisces full moon. It's going to be a total lunar eclipse on September 7th. You might want to mark that on your calendars. I feel like you're going to be experiencing some symptoms. You can experience, anything goes in eclipse season. Anything goes, really. It's about a final release of things that we've been working through, right? It could be activations, downloads, upgrades. Like you could be experiencing upheavals or just symptoms, physical symptoms. You could emotional, mental things happening in relationships, in your career, anything in any area of your life. It could be happening like on a collective level that you're noticing, but there are shifts. I feel like shifts in your favor, okay? Here's what gets interesting. 9, here's another 9, 45. You could be 45. This goes down to another 9, so 99. You could be seeing 99. That's a confirmation. This is that new moon energy. We just came out of the Virgo new moon on the 23rd. We're still in the energies of that. Even though the moon is not in Virgo anymore, we're still experiencing the energies of that new moon. Again, that was the big opening of eclipse season. And the theme of the whole eclipse season is Virgo. Of course, we're dealing with Virgo, Pisces axis, the north and south nodes. So Virgo is about clearing karma from our souls, from other lifetimes, as well as our family karma, as well as karma from, our ancestral lines. Maybe that is why Black Sheep is showing up, because you are clearing patterns. You know what I mean? So excellent work, my loves. Excellent work. Something significant about the new moon. The next new moon that we're having is another Virgo new moon. That's going to be on September 21st. So you might want to, I feel like you're going to be mastering something by that. I feel like that's really significant. And that's why we're seeing 99 here for you, Sagittarius. So anyway, here's the thing that I find interesting too. Look at this. The power card came up. 46. You could be 46. That reduces down to a 10. Now I've got 9 and 10. This gives me Sagittarian energy, the 10, because of the Wheel of Fortune card, right? And there's another thing that's shifting. It's like a destined experience. Look at this. This is giving me High Priestess vibes. This picture right here. I feel like a lot of you, so I feel like, okay, hold on. It's just coming through really fast for me. The next couple moon cycles are really significant. Okay? There's a lot of other powers that you're coming into, personal power, empowerment. Again, I just feel like if you've already been peeling off that mask and expressing yourself, expressing boundaries, and these are my needs, and you're unapologetic for it, it's just going to keep building, right? A lot of you could also be coming into more, I'm hearing like fine-tuned abilities, like your clairvoyance, your claircognizance, clairsentience, clairaudience, you know what I'm saying? It's a really great time period to just like not judge anything or have any expectations or like really try to control what's happening. It's like just flow with what happens. If you're not into journaling, I highly, highly recommend it. Be really, really gracious with yourself, loving and compassionate. Self-care is like immaculate self-care is essential during eclipse season. It should be essential anyway, but isn't that what Virgo is teaching us about as well? Our routines, our health, right? And taking really good care of ourselves. So you guys, let's get after it in the tarot. Thank you so friggin' much in advance for all of the likes, follows, and subscribes, guys. Love, 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 love you all. And if you find resonance with these messages, please, please, please drop it in the comments. Let me know how this is showing up. And if you want to find out what's really going on in your specific, situation, book a private reading with me, right? I can tap into you, your situation, right? Booking link for YouTubers is pinned in the comments. TikTokers, it's up in my profile in the bio. Let's roll, people, right? All right, Spirit, give me the deets, give me the juice. What's unfolding for Saggy over the next several weeks? Please and thank you. Yeah, and it's like that totally entails now through September 7th, like heading into the 21st. I'll have another episode rolled out before the 21st, obviously, but three, two, and wow, you're showing up as the Three of Swords right now, Sagittarius. Don't sweat it. We're going to find out what's going on, my love. Wow, 10 of Swords. Whoo! Whoo! There comes the shift right there. I love it. Uh, Chariot, Cancerian energy, that white tiger. Outcome for you. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Interesting outcome. Interesting outcome. Shifting from one state of consciousness to the next. So I feel like you're definitely still going through it on some level, but you're doing a good job. Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is like that new potential. You're learning to trust yourself on a different level right now. That's what's happening over the next few weeks. Okay, very, very interesting indeed. Let me sit with this for just a second. Yeah, all these cards equal 22, which is giving me the Fool card after the World card, meaning um, you are literally on the verge of completing a massive cycle. And I feel like this has been something prevalent in your readings, like the past readings that I've been doing for the collective, the Sagittarian collective. And it takes time. You know what I mean? Like, and free will and all, choices and things like that can in fact push things back. It can accelerate those types of things and whatnot, right? Um, hmm. I think part for some of you, I mean, obviously, this Three of Swords for me is like, man, releasing yourself from limiting beliefs, you know? I feel like a lot of you are not just clearing patterns of your own soul's karma, but I feel like you're also clearing it like ancestral lineage. And the reason I bring that up is because it can feel a lot heavier. Um, when you are working with that black sheep energy. A lot of us that identify as black sheep, guys, I say this all the freaking time, we're on that path of generational healing. It's a choice to do that, you know what I mean? Like, we're all sent here coded to do it, but with free will and all, not everybody chooses to go down that path. But when we're dealing with ancestral karma, we're not just clearing our own individual soul's karma, we're clearing the karma of our family and our entire ancestors from like every friggin' lifetime. You know what I mean? So a lot of times we can experience this pain, this extreme pain, mental pain, emotional pain, physical pains, and it can come out of nowhere. And it's like, man, a lot of times when it comes out of nowhere and you're like, dude, I already went through this. It's literally stuff that is past life related. Do you know what I mean? So Virgo is very loud for you, and this eclipse season is very loud, and I feel like that is what is unraveling for you. Ten of Swords. What's happening over the next few weeks? I want you to understand these two cards here equate to the Star card, Aquarius energy, 17. Very, very big healing. I'm hearing a healing across lifetimes. Look at her, the pain. Some of you have definitely dealt with betrayal in your life. You know what I mean? Maybe self betrayal for some of you, right? Again, I feel like that is all shifting, and you can clearly see that because, again, you are being so much more assertive. You're really, really integrating the lessons that you've been learning, right? And, that is the Ten of Swords. It's like this is also a signal of completion. The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords. It's like you are coming into a state of completion. The darkness is over. Like the worst of this is over. And that Chariot card, it's like that is movement away. That is movement away from this phase, away from this period. That's like coming from the heart. You know what I mean? Cancer energy, and Cancer can be healing energy. Some of you could be relocating and moving. I really, really think that this is more significant about you moving and shifting away from all of this pain. Do you know what I mean? This emotional pain, this mental pain. For some of you, it could actually be physical pain as well. You could be dealing with a Cancerian in your life as well. This particular Cancer could be the person. I don't think that that person is for all of you, although I do think that some of you, if you're doing that work, it depends on where like Pluto is in your chart. If you've got Pluto in like your second house or your seventh house, this could be like relationships, or it could be like in your third house, or even the fourth house. But I feel like some of you that, this person coming through, like, I'm trying to heal myself for you, like to become in alignment for you. And I'm really, I lost sight of this connection. Part of your, healing and your journey and your releasing and clearing karma could be being in this relationship, or dealing with relationships, intimate relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, families, those types of things. That's not going to be for all of you. For others of you, this could just really be about mental, like, mindset reprogramming to some degree. You know what I mean? The limiting beliefs and thoughts that have hold, our inner speak and our external speak, right? So the good news is you are coming out of this. Things are going to get a lot lighter for you, Saggy. Okay, you are going between you're going to be moving and shifting between one of two worlds. I feel like when I see this too, Spirit is really asking you, especially through eclipse season, just to remain flexible. Remain flexible and open. Stay in the flow, man. Stay in the flow state. It's going to make things so much easier for you if you don't resist whatever's coming up. Acknowledge it. It's not coming up for you to dive deep into it again, because you've already done that, Saggy. It's coming up for you to, like, actually just reflect on it and realize, oh my gosh, I've really come so freaking far, and I'm so thankful for these lessons, and I'm going to go ahead and release and let this go. The full moon in Pisces, that is the perfect time to release this, especially being in Pisces, the high priestess energy. Do you know what I mean? Because she does represent the subconscious, going into the depths of our subconscious, going into the depths and facing our darkest parts, facing the shadows, right? So you're definitely coming into a whole level of power. This is turning around for you, okay? Wow. I'm going to go deeper into this. I'm going to go deeper into this over on the extended, you guys. I'm going to dive in terms of this Three of Swords and this Ten of Swords. And I want to find out what's coming in with this Chariot energy. We will pull angel messages and angel numbers for you. Whatever else other messages Spirit has for you. I'll see if there are any other messages coming from this person. And then, we're going to go from there, right? Let's go ahead and get final messages for you right now, because I'm not going to leave you hanging. You know what I mean? The extended link for Patreon YouTubers is always in the description box and pinned in the comments of the reading. And TikTokers, it's always up in my profile in the link in bio. Click it and click on the Patreon. Right, guys? If you feel like you got what you needed, though, that's okay, too. Don't feel like you have to go over there. You're not missing out. If you feel like you got what you needed, then you did. Trust yourself, right? All right, so, Spirit, give me final motivating, inspiring messages for the beautiful Sagittarian nation, please and thank you. Three, two, and one. Five of Swords, 10 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. It's definitely going to get lighter. 4 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. The 5 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, I just feel like Spirit's telling you that basically, like, over the next several weeks, especially with us being eclipse season, like, don't resist. Don't resist what's wants to come back up, okay? Because when you're able to, I like to refer to this as my Texas Hold'em and Fold'em card too. It's like, this is about you deciding, am I going to hold on to these limiting beliefs? Am I still going to keep doing this over and over again? Am I going to keep playing this hand and hold this and be on the struggle bus? Or am I going to fold this freaking hand and be done with it? No, I fold. I'm out. I release it. I let it go, right? Because when you do that, right? When you do that, look at the 10 of Cups. It's like just a sense of peace, and happiness and joy. Like, that's your power. Being in your power. You know what I mean? 7 of Pentacles. Man, you put so much freaking work into this. You put so much freaking work into this. Make sure you're incorporating times of rest and reflection and contemplation on this, but don't sit in it. Don't sit in it. You don't have to sit in it any longer. Just Acknowledge your wins. Celebrate every single freaking win, small, medium, large, man. You need to be able to celebrate that and honor it to be able to move on. Do you know what I mean? So this is what I've got for you, Sagittarius. If you got what you needed, awesome sauce. Mwah, chef's kiss vibes. I freaking love you all. If you're rolling with me over to Patreon,